And a very good morning to you. This is the Talk of the Town. My guest this morning is a member of the NPP, also sometimes also part of the JVP, basically. It's very confusing, NPP, JVP. Let's just say JVP, shall we? And he's an attorney at law, Harshana Nanayakkara. Very good morning to you, Harshana.
Good morning, Faraz.
So is it NPP or JVP then? Come on, sort it out.
National People's Power. That's the word.
But where's the JVP? Inside there?
No. Inside the NPP, there's JVP and they are a big component, yes.
But so they're the major component.
Well, for an example, I'm not JVP, I'm NPP.
Oh, okay.
Like that.
So you're a card-carrying member of the NPP?
Well, I'm not carrying a card, but yes, member of the NPP.
Right. You mean you're not carrying a card right now?
Funny enough, no.
Gosh. Well, whatever will happen, under this anti-terrorism bill, can they stop you and ask you for some form of ID and prove that you are an outstanding citizen?
Well, basically they could ask for ID, but I think the Anti-Terrorism Act, the biggest problem is how they have defined terrorism that includes such wide range of activity.
So would you be in this anti-terrorism bill, would you be defined as a terrorist? Would I be defined as a terrorist?
Quite possible. As long as you carry out one of those 13 acts which are loosely defined.
Yeah.
For example, if you and I want to go to the golf face for a protest,
yes.
and if it is something that the government has banned as essential service, you can't go there, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And if you violate that and go to golf face when they are prohibited you going there, that could amount to a terrorist activity. So you and I can both be terrorists.
But my wife and children, by ordinance, are able to go to golf face and enjoy the green.
Well,
and the breeze, I presume, and the rotis and whatever else.
Well, basically, the Anti-Terrorism Act there are provisions in Section 61 and Section 12. I think I will not say the section, but when you take those sections together, an SSP could ban you going on certain roads or going to a certain place. So if the SSP or whoever that area gives an order banning golf face area as a place that you could go to, then your wife and you and whoever is also committing terrorist activity by going there.
But if we all want to have a collective party there, what about that? You know, you bring your own, you bring yours, I bring mine, and we all gather at Golf Face, and we feel so proud that we live in Sri Lanka that we just want to have a meal together, a multi-faith, multicultural, multi-everything meal. Then what?
Well, as I told you, if they have banned that area by an SSP's order according to this act, that's the end of it. You can't go there.
So we don't need to disturb the Secretary of Defence this time round?
No, SSPs could do that.
Oh, right.
And by the way, all those days, only one person could ask for detention orders. That is the President, as the Minister of Defence. Now all DIGs can.
Oh, I see. So it's getting a bit loose now.
Well, basically, if this Anti-Terrorism Act comes, even if you're publishing a Facebook post or distributing a leaflet on something that the government thinks is an essential service or a terrorist activity, you are in trouble.
So white man syndrome might return?
It will be returning officially. This is not an Anti-Terrorism Act, if you ask me. I will define this act as an act of terror by the government. So this is to justify the terrorist activity of a government this act is being brought in.
So what you're saying is that it's an oppression bill to oppress the people further?
Definitely, simply because, as I told you, for us, this government has no mandate and people will talk against this government. People will carry out protests when their lives are, difficult to make people understand the difficulties they are going through. And whoever dissents the government view or obstructs the government politically will be considered terrorists under this law.
I'm going to ask you a hypothetical question, but parts of it is true. You know our new producer, Naveksha, she likes going jogging. What about if we all like to go jogging, you included, come and join us jogging in Golf Face? What will happen then?
Well,
we're only jogging, you understand? Naveksha will lead us.
Well, I don't think, I hope so, that it won't happen. But again, the problem is, as I told you earlier, anything could be. Now, for an example, if we are jogging, say for a cause to support the teachers, or not cancer, let's say a teachers' union action or a trade union will say something to support of a trade union action. Now, if it is declared as essential service, and if those teachers are not teaching because of their protesting right, and if we jog or hold a march in order to support that protest, we are also committing terrorist offences. So Nanayakkara is not safe either, neither you nor me.
My God, we better put this idea out of our minds. No jogging fast then. We carry on in our unfit selves like this. But you look fitter than I do. Is that anything to do with the economy? Are you not consuming as much?
Basically, I'm running now because it's better to learn to run with Ranil as a president, so I want to stay ahead.
Oh, right. Harshana Nanayakkara, thank you very much. And it's now time.